Hello everyone and welcome to the 2018 Mars Dota 2 League. We are at the grand finals of the Southeast Asian leg of the event, and Fnatic, TNC, these guys met each other just a few days ago, and it was Fnatic that took that series 3-1. That was why am I forgetting? GSC. It was the GSC finals of the qualifier leg. So we already know that Fnatic, they are fully capable of taking down TNC. Earlier this week as well, I believe TNC, they actually got dropped by Clutch Gamers, which was a bit of a shock to me. Not to say that I didn't think Clutch Gamers is a good team. I think they're one of the closest teams to breaking into the tier 1 section of Southeast Asia again. But I was expecting TNC to play a lot better. So TNC, I think they're gonna have to buck up a little bit. If they can at least take this set off of Fnatic and qualify for MDL, then obviously it's great for the team. And oh, Adam finally replies. Gonna quickly say to him, GLHF.
TNC's turn to ban.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mute my Facebook now because otherwise we're gonna be getting a lot of notifications for Adam. If you guys don't know who Adam is, he's the coach for Fnatic. I was asking him if they were playing today because I was a bit worried that the game was postponed. So that's all done and dusted. We don't have to really worry about that anymore. But let's take a look at the draft since I've been rambling on a little bit. So this is game 1 of the best of 5 series, second best of 5 of the week, and TNC are going to have to be snatching up Eternal Envy's Terrorblade. Don't want to be giving that away. Fnatic, in the meantime, they got Dark Willow and Disruptor. They've got, I would say, one of the most terrifying support combos in the game right now. Disruptor, amazing crowd control, also have the Glimpse for easy pickoffs. You also have the Dark Willow with a lot of AoE control. She has the Fear, she has Beldum, which does a crazy amount of damage. So Dark Willow and Disruptor, very high kill potential duo compared to a lot of other support duos in the current meta. They are a little bit squishy. Disruptor is very easy to gank, and Dark Willow is as well, especially because TNC are running a Sand King. But if Fnatic play their lineup quite well, I don't think TNC are going to have a very good time. Static Storm going to be Terrorblade's biggest nightmare in this game. He doesn't want to be silenced at all, needs to get those Sunders off, and he's relatively squishy early on. Plus, he doesn't want to get glimpsed either. Dark Willow, I gotta say, Dark Willow has definitely changed the way I look at the support role. She is so good at everything that I just feel like maybe Ice Frog should just delete every other support in the game. If Dark Willow is in the pool, just delete every other support. Obviously, you still have some decent ones left in the pool. You still have Tusk, you still have Clockwork, Disruptor. But Dark Willow, is Ice Frog going to release more supports like her? Because I feel that she has a great support kit, but she just does way too much. Because she has 2 ultimates, and they work on, I want to say, almost individual cooldowns. It's just that they cannot function unless Jex comes back to Dark Willow. That's her Wisp. So let's say she throws a Fear out. You cannot use Beldum until Jex goes back to Dark Willow. But it just feels a bit strong, I gotta say. I guess they had to put the 2 spells together to make it worth an ultimate, but I don't know, guys. Fnatic going to be running Eternal Envy's Lone Druid again. Abed going to be snagging up that DK. They've got great tower push so far. Teamfight is looking pretty good with the DK, Disruptor, and Dark Willow. TNC are going to be giving Armel his signature Shadow Fiend, which is quite scary versus a DK. Shadow Fiend will be able to just zone the DK out of lane with the razors. The armor on the DK not going to be super effective. The Tusk will be annoying for Fnatic, but if Pi is on point with his Static Storms, you know, TNC should not be getting any of these snowballs off. I will say TNC's lineup's still not looking too bad. They've got 2 very, very tanky initiators, and they're going to finish it up with a Witch Doctor as well. So they now have the Maledict to fall back to for the early game, meaning that they now have kill potential between the Tusk and the Witch Doctor. Fnatic looking a little bit squishier, but they are great when it comes to chasing. So the contrast between these two drafts, it's becoming a little more evident compared to the other team. But Fnatic, gonna have to look for Universe's Hero now. If we're looking at Universe's Hero, what's available? There's no Bat, there's no Underlord, there's no Tidehunter, there's no Darkseer. Fnatic banned that one themselves. There's no Nyx Assassin. I'm guessing it goes back to the Beastmaster. It's a Brewmaster. Okay, Brewmaster on the side of Fnatic. I'm not against this at all. Brewmaster is still a pretty decent hero, and considering he is going up against these heroes on the side of TNC, it should be pretty okay. You can set up with the Tornado on the Brew Panda for Pi Static Storm. Great for keeping someone out of those team fights. So if they really wanted to, they could just throw Tims up into the air. He can't snowball anyone, and Fnatic will be fighting 5 versus 4. Brewmaster quite difficult to zone out a lane, but there is a but to this. But there's Cuckoo on a Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor is one of those supports that can zone out a Brewmaster quite easily just because of the threat of Maledict. If Universe comes too far into lane, gets hit with the Maledict, if he takes enough damage, he'll be taking a big chunk of damage. So the evasion that he gets from Drunken Brawler won't be as effective as it normally is. Now, mind you, Brewmaster is naturally tanky, and around level 3, level 4, he can start killing supports. So if Universe is quite smart about this and he bides his time in lane, he may even be able to get a kill onto any of these supports on TNC. Most probably onto Cuckoo. Tims will be a bit too difficult to kill off because Tusk is Tusk, and there's a thing going on between walruses and pandas that I have no idea. So we'll have to take a look. But TNC, their lineup's not too bad, but they are very reliant on Raven and Armel to accomplish their jobs. They're the ones that are mostly doing damage. The rest of the team, mostly there for utility, for saves, for setups. So if TNC are going to execute this lineup well, they need to make sure that they can get these initiations off and that they can guarantee some of the safety in these lanes to get the farm on Raven and Armel. I'm going to go back to free camera because this is first game of the day. There shouldn't be a problem later on. But let's introduce our teams really quickly. On the side of TNC, on the Dire side today, we have Armel on his Shadow Fiend, Tims on his Tusk, Sam H on the Sand King. In the top lane, we have Cuckoo on the Witch Doctor, and finally Raven on his pretty pink Terrorblade. On the side of Fnatic, we have DJ on the Dark Willow. We have Universe on the Brewmaster Panda. Abed on his signature DK. Eternal Envy on his Lone Druid. And finally, Pilot Eye on the Disruptor. So it doesn't really look like we're having too many invades. There's probably going to be DJ Universe invading this top rune. Whereas you can see for TNC, they are poising themselves to possibly come in for a Snowball Burrow Strike gank with Tims and Sam H. Now these two together, they're quite scary. Oh, there's no Snowball. They've actually gone for Shards instead. But they should be able to at least ensure this rune for themselves. So 2 runes for TNC. For Fnatic, they're hanging on to this one. They have a ward here. They have a ward up here, so they will see some movement. But they won't see any ward movement. Sorry, rune movement. And this is a Witch Doctor Terrorblade. If they're not careful, they could be hit with a Maledict in the face. It looks like they're going to concede it. It's not enough support here, unfortunately. So 2-2 for each side. No one going to be upset yet. The laning phase is when we're going to start seeing some tears. Armel going to be there for the body blocks, and so is Abed. So none of the mids on the side of TNC or Fnatic decided to try and contest for runes. Making sure they can get those blocks off. We'll see who gets the better block. It looks like it might be Armel. He's let it go for a little bit, and it's a little even. They're going to start pulling it through, but it's not too bad. It's still okay for both of these teams. Armel just wants to make sure he can get the level 2, level 3 to get those points into races. We'll check back on these two a little bit later. In the meantime, it looks like Sam H is just going to sit sandstormed in lane. Pilot Eye are going to be camping this, as looks like he likes to watch paint dry. Going to see Sam H going to be hit with this storm as well. Thunderstrike hurting quite a lot, and Sam H is taking a lot of damage from this as well. He has a sandstorm available, and EE's coming after him as well. Looks like EE... looks like he's not going to do it. Sam H, though, going to be hit with another strike. Trying to pull these creeps. He's trying so hard to pull these creeps through. He's going to be successful. Pie's going to be a pain in the backside. He will sandstorm this off if he really wants to. Pie will pop... sorry, not Pie. Sam H will pop himself. Pilot Eye will head back into lane. And Eternal Envy will pull his own creep wave. But Sam H, unfortunately, will lose some creeps after coming under this tower to grab this EXP. Top lane, tri-lane versus dual lane scenario. Now, I really like this movement from Fnatic. They know that Universe, if he was here by himself, Cuckoo would be enough pressure to zone him out of lane. But with DJ here, suddenly it puts a lot of kill potential on the side of Fnatic to kill off Cuckoo. Because Witch Doctor, very squishy hero, only sits at 1 armor, and Cuckoo's probably not going to grab boots for quite a while unless he wants to play that greedier support, which he can. The Tusk is nowhere nearby as well, so there's no snowball saves as he's not level 2 yet. So TNC looks like they're just okay with this. They know that Raven's not having his farm completely denied. So maybe this is what TNC really wanted. Although the thing that they didn't want was Sam H to have a pretty, I want to say a pretty shoddy lane. The pressure that Pilot Eye applied to him earlier on really hurt him. So he's going to have to head back to Fountain, TP back into lane with that full HP, and hopefully he can get what he's looking for. Looks like no aggressive lanes today. Everyone's just saying, okay guys, we're going to have a truce till after the laning phase. Because it's game 1 of the day. It's not game 2, it's not game 3, and whoa, crit onto poor Cuckoo. Nice shots, will keep him away from Universe. No, it won't. I actually locked him in, and I think Cuckoo is dead here. He walks into the brambles. Oh boy. This was the kill potential that I was talking about. Now Tim's being chased down. He has a snowball available. Maledict is still under Universe, but they've taken no damage. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. It's first blood going to DJ and Universe. They're going to come in, snowball. They're going to jump right onto Universe with this. They have a Maledict. They get the shards off, and well, I think this should be the end of the panda. Very lucky coconuts for TNC. They're going to try and chase down DJ, but without a Burrow Strike, without some sort of AoE disable, with no ice shards, they're not going to be able to chase DJ down. So it's a 1-for-1. But it's an off lane for a support. I gotta say, it's still not too bad for Universe because it was first blood that he got before he died, and it didn't really lose too much. The death timers are quite short, so TP back into lane 5-10 seconds later. Not much was lost. It's like Armel. Not doing too well today versus Abed. Abed is going to be stepping up a little bit, sitting at 21-17. So Armel Shadow Fiend is struggling today. I don't know what Abed took today. I would love to have whatever he had, because if I could win lanes over Shadow Fiend as a DK, that would be some good stuff. Looks like they managed to block off Universe here, getting a lucky crit onto Tim's. He goes for the Thunderclap. They're going to keep on chasing him down. And Maledict will start going through. Snowball is there. This should be the end of Universe. He's practically dead now. Last hit just to make sure, in case he had a wand, which he didn't. So Cuckoo getting his revenge, and the Maledict really starting to cut through the tankiness of this panda. Oh, Sam H getting super lucky with the Invis rune. Just sits in lane, gets his deny. Now level 3. I wonder what Sam H is going to go for as his first item of choice. Is it going to be that Rush Blink Dagger, or does he take it a little bit slow and grab some utility items first? May have to rush the Blink. They do have initiations with the Tusk, but I would not be surprised if Sam H does decide to rush for the Blink Dagger. It looks like Abed just going to be a pain here to Armel. Ishard's not the best here, but they're going to start chasing him through. DK gets that stun off onto the Shadow Fiend to make it hit with the Brambles, but it looks like Abed may go down. Now he will. No save. Really nice Curse Crown from DJ, but he could be in trouble now. Going to phase out, and he should be okay. Armel looking to get the raise, did not get it. That Maledict is still popped on this Dark Willow. Yeah, suddenly DJ going to have to go back to Fountain with this. He's eating a tango, but that's not going to be enough HP for him to head back into lane. So successful maneuver here for TNC to kill off Abed. Make this laning stage a little bit easier for Armel, who is slowly catching up. Going to heal up with the Shrine, with his supports. And looks like Arcane Boots is going to be the item of choice here for Cuckoo. So aggressive movement from Witch Doctor and the Tusk incoming. Pilot Eye sitting at level 2 on the Disruptor. Hasn't skilled his second skill as of yet. He may go for the field if he wants to help Eternal Envy. Otherwise, if he's possibly on for a gank, then it's going to be that Glimpse. Gets a nice ward out. Because no one's in this lane, they probably don't know about this. They might know about it now. And it's going to be a sad day for Sam H. He has the Burrow Strike, but the Fear, Sandstorm, they still have some sort of vision onto him. Not going to commit. Paladai TPing into the middle lane. Looks like we have a massive team fight here. Going to try and chase down Cuckoo with the Dark Willow. DJ looking to grab that one. No snowball save. Glimpses there to catch back Armel. Armel still looking for razors. He kills off Arbed. Paladai may have killed off his teammate Armel. He's strong enough to take this down. Oh man, the reaction from Fnatic. It was almost good enough, but this Shadow Fiend with the razors. Armel, freaking good razors. Oh, that was some good stuff. Looks like EE being pressured by a Witch Doctor. Have to run away now. Maybe get that last tick off. He won't die here, but he is very low. TJ gonna come back into the fray to help him out, but Cuckoo gets a nice deny off on the tower as well. Oh, that middle lane. Gotta shake that one off for a little bit. That was some good stuff to watch. Looks like Cuckoo going to be spotted out by DJ with the Cursed Crown. Oh, gets hit with a Maledict still, but he's just going to sit under the face. And now gets hit with the Coconut. Burrow Strike from Sam H. Is he in trouble now? He's going to be hit with some really big deeps from that Maledict. DJ not quite dead as of yet. EE, he was going to be coming in for reinforcement. He has vision because of this high ground award. So he could catch up Sam H. The Roar, it's not going to be enough. EE still chasing down Sam H. And the Sandstorm is going to be there. He's gonna hit the creeps if he's not careful. There could be some reactions here as we completely missed this kill in the middle lane. It's Armel killing Arbed again. Oh man, that middle fight may have just snowballed Ahmed to a point where Fnatic are gonna struggle. And this is really bad as well because we have to deal with both Armel and Raven. And that's... everyone knows the story of a Shadow Fiend that has had a really good early game start. He gets his items early, he can get that early Yule Scepter, Blink Dagger, whatever he wants to grab, Shadow Blade even. And then he just goes in for the Requiem kills. And that's when he starts just feeding off of these squishier heroes. And we know Fnatic, all of their heroes are vulnerable to the Shadow Fiend. Paladai is vulnerable to the Shadow Fiend. DJ, I gotta say, Dark Willow is going to hate the Shadow Fiend because even though you sit under the Shadow Realm, you still could be hit by razors, you still could be hit with the Requiem. So DJ on this Dark Willow, he will struggle as long as Armel gets his free time in the jungle, free time in the middle lane, and gets kill after kill after kill. If anything, Fnatic are going to have to deal with Armel soon because if they let him snowball, suddenly he's going to be a threat on the map. Attention will be directed to the Shadow Fiend, and then Raven's going to get free time in the jungle to farm. Which, you look at Raven's farm right now, he has not been stopped. Even though he's up against a Brewmaster lane, he's in the jungle, he's still farming, he still has the most CS. He could die here if he's spotted out by Pi, but Pi's in level 3, he's gone for the 1-1-1 build. And it looks like we've got a backstab here from Cuckoo. Cuckoo's got his coconut ready. It's level 2 coconut. 2 points into Maledict. And oh boy, this is going to bounce between the two of them. It's going to be Arbed dying yet again. He tries to go for the movement. Not successful. Going to throw the Terrorblade up into the air. Armel is here. Paladai TP's out. And the Brewmaster is going to be a sad master in just a second. He's going to put the other panda, throw him into the air, Walrus Punch, Ice Shards. You can't go anywhere, universe. TNC says good afternoon. This game is ours. Looks like Sam H wants to chase down Eternal Envy now. 5 seconds left on the Burrow Strike. Gets slowed down. Gonna try and cast onto the panda. Looks like they gave up on EE. A little bit too fast for their liking, and he still had the Savage. Oh, did he have the Oh no, it's on cooldown. Savage Roar is on cooldown. Let's take a look at the net worth now. Got both Raven and Armel leading currently on the side of TNC. Followed up by Fnatic. 3 heroes. Oh no. Oh, this is super bad. Arbed is really struggling. And he's going to get ganked again. His net worth is so far down. So TNC's plan of attack this game is to attack Arbed. They say, don't worry about the Brewmaster, not Brewmaster, don't worry about the Lone Druid, we'll deal with him a little bit later. They've applied so much pressure onto Arbed that TNC, they're going to have a lot of control early on because suddenly there's going to be no Shadowblade DK on the map for quite a while. Their Shadow Fiend is exploding and they have supports and an initiator in the Sand King. that are going to be able to set up so many of these kills. There's a lot of pressure now on the shoulders of Pieliedie and Universe to diffuse these fights. Heck, even DJ. In particular DJ, just because you need to apply the Terrorize, you need that fear if you want to disengage from TNC. If TNC get the perfect initiation, expect heroes to die on Fnatic, because Fnatic's lineup is not very tanky right now. Keep an eye on them as, oh, Armel killing heroes again. It was with the Tusker this time. Is this with the Requiem? It's not. He doesn't even have Requiem leveled up. He's just like, having such a good time right now. I don't even need Requiem. I don't even have a Yules. He's building it, but TNC, this is some scary business coming out of them in game 1 of this best of 5. Looks like SamH going to TP into the top lane, stop Universe from applying that push. Just go straight into the Sandstorm. Middle lane, it looks like they want to try and go for a gank onto Abed, who's sitting in dragon form. They've got Cuckoo in lane, and here comes Raven. Casca's there, will connect onto Pi. Death Ward as well, and that's a lot of damage onto the DK. Luckily for him, plus 17 HP regen, so he will survive through this, but he won't look too healthy. We have an Invis Tusk trying to set up onto Abed. Oh, gets a Walrus Punch. Okay, he's going onto Pieliedie instead. Much easier kill. Just brings in everyone. Easy gold. Go back into the middle lane. Gonna push with Armel and Raven. These guys hit like a truck at 12 minutes in. Raven, uncontested farm so far on this Terrorblade. And he's not even leading. It's Armel. Armel on this Shadow Fiend. Reign of the demons, I say. Reign of the demons. Looks like they've managed to find the Sand King. SamH not having the best time. He's gone for the Helm of the Dominator, interestingly enough. No Burrow Strike, so he will go down to DJ and Universe. But pretty big commitment, because they use the Primal Split to kill off a Sand King. That's going to be on cooldown for 2 minutes. That's a big opening for TNC to pretty much do whatever they like. And they're going to love it. You know, they're running a Terrorblade. They're running a Shadow Fiend. 2 heroes that are going to outfarm a DK and a Lone Druid by a mile. He's still trying to build up this Radiance, but my concern is that this Radiance's impact is not going to be as effective as he would like it to be. It looks like the Siege Creeper is going to be following around the Terrorblade. EE not feeling too confident in his jungle. His Panda is going to sit there, possibly scout out Tim's. We're going to push out with this Terrorblade though. Fnatic, they're going to need a lot of things here if they want this game to go into their favor. They need the perfect combo. They need to kill off some heroes. Even a smoke gank wouldn't be too bad of an idea here. Just try and go for a small pick off. They still have this very deadly combination of a Dark Willow and Disruptor. But I'm going to hold my thoughts here as I try and jump on Eternal Envy. It looks like the Centaur is going to stop Tim's. Primal Roar, and that's going to be it. Savage Roar. Sorry, guys. I keep saying Primal Roar. It's Savage Roar. Get a kill off onto the Tusk. Nice punishment there from Fnatic. They did bring a hero in for this, though. It was Universe. He's going for a Blink Dagger, and he's getting very close to it as well. So step in the right direction for Fnatic. Their initiator will be ready to initiate in just a moment. Still 30 seconds left on the Brew Split, but looks like they're going to catch out SamH again. SamH just had a really bad time so far. Had the Burrow Strike to the south. Still gets caught with the vision. SamH is still running. Looks like Cuckoo dying in a different lane. SamH is still trying to run. Burrow Strikers there will burrow down to the south. And Pieliedie, he has level 3 glimpse, but it's still on cooldown. They can't catch SamH. So Cuckoo dying roughly around here. Looks like he was ganked on the high ground. There was a Observer Ward here, giving lots of vision to Fnatic. Looks like we're going to have a minor push here for TNC. Fnatic not really in a position to defend this at all. And this is the first time I've seen Abed go for a Blink Dagger first on a DK. It looks like they managed to find Cuckoo. Shadow Realm for DJ. They're going to burst him all the way down. Requiem gets used up by Armel. They still have the Metamorphosis. Stun up onto Raven. They're a little hesitant with this. They managed to get the stun, killing off DJ. That's a 4-kill streak so far on the support Dark Willow. Paladin going to run in towards the north, gets a glimpse back onto Armel. He still kill him off with the razors. Meanwhile, the fight's still going on. 2-man Burrow Strike onto both Universe and Arbid. The Shard's going to block their exit as well. And TNC just completely dominating this game. Heroes dying left, right, and center. The only survivor is Eternal Envy. It looks like his bear is not going to be a survivor. He tries to go for a Savage Roar, but this bear is going down, and pandas are officially extinct. Well, they're only extinct for how long? Wait, is this bear back up? Okay, every time. So they're extinct for 1 second. So there's one more panda left. Actually, no, there's 2 pandas. Excuse me, I totally forgot there's a brewmaster in this game. So he's not extinct. They were extinct for 1 second because the panda got resummoned and Universe was still dead. But you guys get the idea. Blink Dagger picked up on the Sand King. So Sam H, after a very troubling game of being hunted, only dying once surprisingly enough, has finished up a Blink Dagger. So suddenly, Blink Dagger initiations from a Sand King is going to be a threat to Fnatic. Blink Dagger is still on the agenda, but looks like Arbed's going to be rushing this BKB first. Looks like they managed to catch out some really cool heroes. Oh, they terrorized onto them as well. Beldam going to kill off the Shadow Fiend, and it looks like TNC overstepping their boundaries. They give a godlike away to DJ on the Dark Willow of all heroes. Well, TNC, I gotta say, TNC, you're looking pretty good, but to give that much gold away to Fnatic, that's a bit much. We have to play a little more carefully than that. You don't want to be giving kills away. Is there a dust available? There is no dust available on the Dark Willow. It only has an Observer Ward. So, no gank on the Sam H. Let's take a look at the graphs really quickly. It's looking pretty good here for TNC. 6k, now dipping down to 3k. Oh, that was a pretty hefty loss for that one. Sitting on about 3k EXP lead still, but yeah, it was a bit of a dip. They can't afford to give things away like that. You don't give kills away to Fnatic. Fnatic one of the best heroes, not even best heroes, one of the best teams to capitalize on given gold. And in particular, if you give it to some of the gifted players such as DJ or Arbed, they'll make you pay for it. They'll make you pay for their awful laning phase. So if they can keep getting kills off like that, then it might be a way for Fnatic to shift back into the driver's seat. But for now, we still have TNC leading. It looks like they want to go for their own smoke gank. Bring Raven in for this as well. And it's going to be under poor DK again. Oh, couldn't even finish his Mithril Hammer. Didn't buy anything. He's holding on to buyback. And they're a little worried now because they might lose Pilot Eye for this as well. They're going to TP in the Dark Willow. Death Ward almost killing off Pilot Eye. We'll kill him off, catching out DJ as well. DJ may have regretted this TP. Going to go for the Brambles. The Fear applied. And they can't do anything with the Shadow Fiend. Terrorize again onto Armel. They're going to turn onto Sam H. They throw the Tornado onto the Shadow Fiend. Raven still sitting in his demonic form. They're going to try and chase down Cuckoo. But Requiem going to keep Cuckoo alive for a little bit longer. But here we go. Total Envy's come into the fight as well. Sam H. Burrow striking away. He will live. The glimpse back. Silence as well. It's going to be onto Raven, not Sam H. They want the Terror Blade. Looks like he's going to be okay with the Snowball. And suddenly, are they in trouble? They're still fighting. There's so much HP left. The Burrow Strike going to end Eternal Envy's life. They kill up the Terror Blade, and Arbed, Universe, and Pilot still fighting. It's 2 versus 3. DJ on the corner. Armel still alive. He's thrown up into the air with the Yules. They managed to kill off Fnatic's Pilot Eye. The Snowball buys so much time for Armel to run away. The Dragon Tail do have damage with Universe. They will kill him off with the crit. And now it's going to be TNC on the run as Tim's no way to escape. Tried to go to the low ground. Will be killed off. And Fnatic, massive victory with that team fight, and suddenly it's a Blink Dagger pickup on both DJ and Arbed. It was a complete wipe for TNC. Oh, that was such a bad team fight. It looked okay, but the fact of the matter was that Fnatic, they had so much disengage. The Terrorize, the Savage Roar, any sort of disable, just preventing TNC from just blowing out their full load of damage. And then now suddenly, lots of initiation. Fnatic can sit further back into the team fights, and TNC after those 2 bad fights, you know, you gotta be feeling uncomfortable. You've given away a whole team wipe plus a godlike before that. A godlike. Oh, the smoke gets popped! Cuckoo! The hero pops the Fnatic smoke. They popped it just as he walked by. And suddenly Fnatic not feeling too confident after seeing that smoke pop. They're probably thinking, oh, there's someone here. Gotta be careful. They've got no detection, however. No detection at all. EE sitting in the trees with his bear. Radiance is completed, by the way. And now looking to go to the assault harass. Tims will now be harassed by the bear. Gets hit with the walrus punch. Gonna keep on chasing him down. Gonna even bring in some support. Snowball to stun. Cuckoo gonna be throwing coconut as well. Gets hit with another coconut. They're gonna shards his exit as well. And EE's gonna lose his bear here. As bringing his hero win as well. Universe is here too. Pilot Eye coming in to reinforce as well. Blink clap by the panda. Sam H is stuck on the ground. He can't do anything. No burrow strike for you, they say. And suddenly TNC, they're getting dismantled by Fnatic. I have no idea what happened, but Fnatic are looking like a completely different team. It was as if they got rejuvenated after those amazing fights. It's now going to be 3 versus 5. And TNC, are they starting to be cornered? Has the mouse suddenly become the dog? It may have. TNC, this poor little cat, just trying to survive. And then suddenly that rat, I don't know how, just turned into a dog. Contingency plan for TNC. Looks like it's going to be Roche. They know there's no split on the side of Fnatic. There is no static storm either. So a lot of the Roche fighting capabilities of Fnatic not available. They still have Terrorize. They still have Bramble Maze. Great spells to throw into the Roche pit, but I'm worried that DJ may not make it in time. His Blink Dagger is still on cooldown. He's pretty quick with this Yules though. Bed's nearby as well. Thinking about throwing the Terrorize Yules. They're gonna chime up right onto Armel. He pops his BKB just in time. Goes for the Requiem, the Panda Bear. He's here. I think this is Envy's second bear. If this Panda dies, it's gonna go down. It's dead. They also find out DJ as well. TNC able to defuse the situation. And Eternal Envy with no bear can't do anything. So this is a forfeit, Roshan. And Cuckoo going to be chasing them down with this really fast movement speed. He's sitting under the cover of smoke looking to grab a coconut. Cuckoo going to put a ward onto the high ground. They're going to catch out Arbed here, it seems. His Blink Dagger going to be of no use because he gets destroyed. TNC getting rid of the DK, and there are no buybacks either. I believe he used most of that gold for his Blink Dagger. 400 gold before Arbed can buy back. 40 seconds on the clock. I have no idea what is going on with this game. It's a game of throws. But TNC finally break through after a successful Roshan disengage. Going to be grabbing these Raxes. And Fnatic, they're at the mercy of TNC at this point in time. And I say at this point in time because Fnatic, they're missing out on one of their major damage dealers. They catch a glimpse. It's onto Cuckoo. It's the Witch Doctor. His team is still sitting behind him. The Brambles will connect. They get the Curse Crown onto both him and the Sankey. But no commitment for Fnatic. Without Arbed here, they're not feeling too confident. But look what's happening in this bottom lane. Pretty big creep wave push. Got 4 ranged creeps with this as well. So some damage done to the tower. But TNC still looking very healthy in this match. Let's take a look at the talents very quickly as we are 24 minutes in. We have health on the side of Pilot Eye. We have Breathe Fire damage reduction minus 20%. So now that is 45%. Is that inclusive of it? Something like that, guys. 125 cast range on the Dark Willow. We have the Spirit Bear armor and the 250 health. I don't know, considering how the game has gone, maybe EE was considering the minus 12 Savage Roll cooldown, but I guess he thought the armor was a lot more important in this game. And finally, Thunderclap slow and damage on the side of the Brewmaster. TNC, looks like they've got the armor on Cuckoo. They've got the gold on the Tusk. We have movement speed and spell amplification onto Mel. Raven sitting at health and movement speed. And finally, Sam H has been living on his 50 Sandstorm DPS and 200 health.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Looks like it's going to be a strong push on the side of TNC as well. Still rocking this Aegis. I believe it's on Raven or Armel. Looks like it's Raven. Armel sitting on a BKB, so I say, you got a BKB, you don't need it, let's give it to Raven. Raven has Metamorphosis available as well. TNC in position to push Warriors for Fnatic. I don't know if they see this coming. I don't think so. They're starting to see some of these heroes group up, so they're probably getting the hint that this is happening, but they managed to throw Abed into the top lane along with DJ to try and push this lane down. Gonna try and push these creeps as quick as possible. There is a catapult with this, so TPs will fly now. Metamorphosis thrown out, and this tower is under siege, and look at the damage. DJ just gonna nuke down this amazing Terrorblade. He's doing phenomenal amounts of damage. His whole team sitting behind him. Initiation on Fnatic. It's going to be difficult. The cask bouncing between Universe and DJ. Not feeling too happy about that. They go forward with Universe. The clap onto Raven. He's stuck between his illusions. He's going to be hit with the Savage Roar. He's going to be hit with the Brambles if he's not careful. The Fear, the Terrorize. They're trying to keep this Terrorblade down. He has the Aegis, mind you. His team is behind him. Kuka going down. The Epicenter combo coming in from Samage from the north. Armo comes in with his BKB. That's 2 heroes dead. Eternal Envy included. BKB onto Abed. He's trying to kill off Tims. This DK throws a stun off onto Sampage. He doesn't want to get hit with the Barrier Strike. He will get it though. DJ in the backline's managing to kill off Tims's Tusk. But it's 2 versus 3. It's the 3 powerhouses of TNC versus a DK Dark Willow. 2 sets of Rexes down so far for Fnatic. Things are not looking good. And TNC looking strong as ever at this point of time. Gonna start taking down this shrine as well. Fnatic, they have to jump back into overdrive at this point. Their team in complete shambles. Abed was shut down from minute 1. Eternal Envy going for this Radiance build. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't provide much in these team fights. It does give some of that mischance. It does also burn, but you look at TNC, they've got BKBs on their major cores. The blind... Sorry, not the blind. The mischance, not really a problem. They hit incredibly hard. Terrorblade is not squishy either. He can sunder. Even though he did die in that last fight, they had to stack everything that they had to make sure that he did not get that sunder off. But you know what happens when you throw all your stuns onto a Terrorblade? That means a Shadow Fiend can go completely ham. So it means free Requiem channel, free everything, razors everywhere, uncontrollable power. So for Fnatic, still hanging on by a thread. But the game is not over. It is not over. There is still a lot of pushing potential on the side of Fnatic. They just need to make sure they win the next couple incoming team fights. They defend their base. And if they can do some critical amounts of damage to TNC and they win a major team fight and there's no defense left on TNC, they can push with the DK. They can push with the Bear. They can take down towers in a second. But they need to get that opening first. And so far, this base is empty on Fnatic. Fnatic, they're all in that top lane. They have no idea where TNC is. And TNC looking to try and go for a gank. They put a sentry onto the high ground. There was nothing there. They've gone for a scan. Also, he's going to be scanning nothing. And it looks like the smoke will dissipate. Looks like Fnatic going to be okay for just that little bit longer. Let's take a look at item progression as well. 3 Blink Daggers on Fnatic. Going for an Assault Caress on Eternal Envy. Is this a BKB? It's a BKB onto Universe. It's a BKB onto Universe as well. TNC, however, rocking a lot of items. 2 BKBs, a Blink Dagger, a Pipe of Insight, Eagle Scepter, Hurricane Pike gonna be up. Pilot Eye dying. Very sad death, but Hurricane Pike going to be coming up onto Raven soon as well. So soon Raven will have his own defensive mechanism. Although instead of going for Hurricane Pike, he's going to finish up his Skadi first, which I'd say it's a better item of choice. It makes him tankier, slow, probably going to be impossible to kill after this. His illusions will be a pain in the backside as well. 30 minutes in. Can Fnatic hold? Because this might be the push of death from TNC. This may as well be the push of death. Oh, Scythe of Ice on Armel as well. This may just be the nail in the coffin. Scythe of Ice onto Abed before he can BKB, and the game may just be over. They may even prioritize DJ so he won't get the terrorizers off. We'll see what's happening. I have to zoom out for this as well because Everyone's going to be sitting all over the place. Well, looks like they don't want to fully commit yet. No full commitment. There is no rush for another 30. So this 33 seconds, this will be the possible respawn, not the full respawn. We'll take a look at that in a moment as to when Roshan will come back. Looks like for now they're just going to finish up their items. 1.4k gold on the tusk. What is this on the courier? It's a Tome of Knowledge. Tome of Knowledge. Cuckoo sitting on a lot of gold himself. 1.4k. I believe they almost all have buyback. I see a lot of buybacks on the side of TNC, but also Fnatic holding on to their buybacks too. Many heroes and no buybacks are the Shadow Fiend, the Lone Druid, and the DK. Which, for Fnatic, that's not the best news to hear, that your cores, unfortunately, will not have buybacks in the next up-and-coming team fights. Finally catch vision of Fnatic. Are they going to go for a massive wraparound? After seeing everyone on TNC in that top lane, they might need to go for a wrap. They're going to keep the bear in that middle lane. Sending off these illusions. Double damage Raven as well. Clap onto Cuckoo and Armel. BKB gets thrown up and they just kill the Brumos. He didn't even get to go for the primal split. Bed's just getting destroyed. BKB or not, they say. Dragons are officially extinct. They threw Armel into the air, but now he wants to kill off DJ. He says, you have been a pest. Clap from Universe. They will send him back. So Pilot are going to be sending Armel back to his teammates. They won't be able to isolate him. Savage Roar. Onto the Sand King. He has a Burrow Strike in 4 seconds. He's going to be stuck in the field. Static Storm by Pilot Eye as well. They're going to stun him up all the way. 4 staff will keep Sam H alive. Tunnel Envy stuck in the Eye Shards. But TNC, their attention is slightly split, but they're not fully committing onto Fnatic's lineup. They're going for these Raxes instead. They want to go for Mega Creeps. They want to secure this game. And Eternal Envy going to be sending his bear in. This is the final bear of the game. If this bear is down, this is pretty much game. And there's the GG. TNC going to be taking the first game of this best of 5 series for MDL. Gotta say, TNC, they looked pretty good at the beginning of that game. I did get slightly worried when they gave away a team wipe plus the godlike, but TNC, they made me eat my words. They made me eat my words. But I'll see you guys in game 2 in just a second. And yeah, I'll see you soon.